On or around May 1st, 2025, an editorial appeared in Iran's state-linked Tehran newspaper. It wasn't just political rhetoric, it was a direct call for murder. These are the words of Hossein Shariatmadari, editor of Tehran and a close associate of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei. He was referring to U.S. President Donald Trump. The editorial was framed as retaliation for the 2020 U.S. drone strike that killed Iranian General Qasem Soleimani. But this was not an isolated statement. In November 2024, the U.S. Justice Department charged 3 individuals in connection with an Iranian Revolutionary Guard plot to assassinate Trump during his campaign. According to the FBI, Iranian operatives were actively surveilling and recruiting in the United States. The question now is, do these actions justify a U.S. military response, or even a full-scale invasion of Iran? International law, including Article 51 of the UN Charter, allows for self-defense in the case of an armed attack. But assassination plots, even state-sponsored, may not meet that threshold. To justify a war, the threat must be imminent, the attacker clearly a state, and the response proportional. So far, while the rhetoric is aggressive and plots are documented, the direct link between the Iranian state and these assassination attempts remains ambiguous. Complicating matters, Iran is now just weeks away from the ability to weaponize enriched uranium, according to 2025 intelligence estimates. The U.S. has repositioned military assets in Diego Garcia, signaling readiness for strikes. But striking Iran now could backfire, pushing Tehran to rush toward full nuclear weaponization. The U.S. took out Soleimani without launching a war. After 9/11, it invaded Afghanistan and Iraq based on clear, or claimed, state involvement. With Iran, that clarity doesn't exist. An invasion would inflame the region, potentially triggering proxy attacks by groups like Hezbollah and the Houthis. It could destabilize global oil markets and provoke responses from Russia and China. Instead of full-scale war, the U.S. has options: targeted strikes against IRGC leaders or facilities, cyber attacks to disrupt nuclear progress, sanctions to cripple Iran's economy, and diplomacy, however difficult. A war with Iran would be high cost and low reward. Without clear evidence of a state-sponsored armed attack, most policymakers will likely opt for pressure over invasion. Threats to a president, especially from foreign powers, must be taken seriously. But America's response must be lawful, strategic, and smart.